Leonard?
How long did you work for Mr. Wellesley?
About 4.5 months.
And you worked here too, Mr. Kettner?
Just a couple weeks.
We're married.
In keeping with the themes of Dangerous Lies, I wanted to start off with a game of Two Truths and a Lie. You guys have played that before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw them out and then you have to, we'll see how much you know your co-stars. Jessie, I'm gonna have you go first, and here's 3 things about Cammy, and you have to tell me which is the lie.
Okay.
Number 1, she became friends with her Riverdale co-star Cole Sprouse when they both attended NYU. Number 2, at one point in her life, she lived in Brazil. And number 3, she's danced in a Maggie Rogers video.
I think the lie is that at one point in her life, she lived in Brazil.
Interesting.
Dang!
That part is true.
That's
It's
true. How long
true?
was that,
I didn't know
Cammy?
that.
The first one is a lie. I did not meet Cole in college. I mean, I met him. We weren't friends.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And how long did you live in Brazil?
He doesn't remember meeting me. I get it. You're Cole Sprouse. I'm just another NYU student, whatever.
So now, Cammy, here are 3 facts about Jessie. So,
right.
Number 1, his first acting job was in an Oscar Mayer commercial. Number 2, he's appeared on the Disney Channel series Wizards of Waverly Place. And number 3, he studied culinary arts in college.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Jessie?
Nice. Yeah, that was a lie. I was
lie?
never in Wizards of Waverly Place.
Good job.
You got it.
I didn't know that, having watched Wizards of Waverly.
Nah, man. There's so many people pop in and out of those shows. Like, it's hard. It's really, really hard to know.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true. I made that one a little tricky, I thought, because you had been on Hannah Montana in my
Right.
mind.
That
She
sounded
might have
like
connected the
happened,
two.
But I knew you went to I knew you studied culinary arts. And
Mhm.
I didn't know about the Oscar Mayer thing, but I was like, that seems like right.
I'm Mr. Wellesley's attorney. He left everything to you.
You folks going somewhere?
We're moving into Leonard's house.
Well, you're a very lucky woman.
This is a film that asks a lot of emotion from you guys, and there's some suspense and a little bit of action too. I wondered, is there an individual scene that felt the most challenging to film?
I think the last shootout sequence for me was the
Mm.
hardest because, Katie watches her husband die, which is an incredibly emotionally challenging thing to play. And then right after, Julia arrives and then the final piece to the whole mystery is solved. And so you have to kind of like not only process all this craziness that has just happened, but also process this new information that is very essential to the plot. So that was the most memorable and challenging scene for me.
Piggybacking off of what Camila said, having to make that twist within the scene is always really, really difficult to do. And I think for me, there's a scene where Katie and Adam are up in the attic and he's consoling her about, Leonard had just passing away. And then he finds the money almost immediately after.
That's a lot of money.
And like kind of going from being, the strong, supportive husband to like, babe, look at this money is like, it's not an easy transition to make. So that was a pretty challenging scene to make it feel real and authentic, and not just, rushed. That was pretty challenging.
This house belongs to us now. I'm not gonna let anybody take that away from us.
I'm calling the police.
No!